Yeah, man.
So Jed, what can you tell
How's
us
it going?
about your music?
Well, you mean about its current state of affairs?
Yeah, apparently you're pioneering a new genre of rock and roll.
Yeah, well, that was sort of the plan. I mean, when the project started in 2011 in London, especially at that time in particular, there was no real rock music out there, and also the rock music that was coming out was sort of really generic, and I just wanted to try and do something different and groundbreaking, and obviously it's not like it's the first time that synths and stuff have been used in rock music, but we wanted to try and do it in a slightly different way, in a slightly more sort of poppy way. I would usually try and avoid that word, pop, but
I guess you could say it's close to, electronic
yeah,
rock.
yeah, absolutely, it's electronic rock.
Very friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But your
It's
words
just
are
not-
tech rock, right?
Yeah, tech rock, yeah.
Oh, wait.
But we're just trying to. I mean, at the moment, I haven't released anything for sort of a year. I think it's been a year and a half actually, and actually no, I lie. It's nearing on 2 years because I've been working on sort of heavier material. Not necessarily musically, but definitely lyrically. Just trying to make music with a message, I guess, and not throw away music. You know what I mean? So yeah, at the moment, I mean, I haven't been releasing anything, like I said, just because I've been preparing. But there's definitely new stuff coming on the horizon.
And with gigs, you played on the 21st with A-King.
Yes, yeah, we played this past weekend. We played at Arcade Empire in Pretoria, and it was a great show, and it was a real honor to be able to open for A-King, as they've been one of my favorite bands sort of since I was a teenager. One of my favorite South African bands. So yeah, that was a real honor, and we've been really busy in the gigging circuit sort of over the last year. It was a good show.
I actually noticed that you were wearing City and Colours t-shirts.
Yes, that's
Oh,
true.
wait, are you a fan?
I'm a massive fan. I actually got that shirt in January. I went to go and watch their show in London at the Hammersmith Apollo, and it was incredible. So
What's your opinion on his new album?
I absolutely love it. I think it's the best. I think it's his best sort of body of work because I think it's sort of the easiest album to connect to. He sort of brought the listeners into his music without being too self-indulgent. So yeah, I really like it.
Oh wait, would you say he's one of your influences?
He definitely is. I mean, you might not hear it in my music. I was actually thinking about that earlier on today about influences and things like that. He's definitely one of my influences, but you might not be able to hear it in the music, at least for now, I suppose. One day I'd love to do like an acoustic album like that, but that's not in the foreseeable future.
And who would you say are your influences at the moment?
Well, I find that quite a difficult question to answer because I do love so many different styles of music, but the Jed James project is definitely, well, it's not called the Jed James project. Jed James is definitely influenced by like Linkin Park, 30 Seconds to Mars, 9 Inch Nails, so sort of music with electronic influence. But for myself, because I'm a guitarist first and foremost more than a singer and songwriter, guys like Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, those are my main influences. Those will always sort of be at the base,
Yeah, the all-time
Yeah.
heroes of songwriting.
Yeah, absolutely. And also bands like Incubus and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I really dig those guys too. So yeah.
If you could get two bands to headline this year's Oppie
Ooh.
who would it be?
Foo Fighters, definitely.
Nice.
And
I voted Incubus.
yeah,
And Pearl Jam. I don't
Incubus
know
would
if
be
you've
great.
heard the new album.
Yep, I love it too. Yeah, I'd say Foo Fighters and Pearl Jam would probably be good ones. I'd love to see Paramore live. I know I'll probably get slated by a lot of guys for saying that, but I absolutely love Paramore. So yeah, I'd say them. Foo Fighters and Paramore.
Oh wait, so what's your future plans from now on? Any gigs coming up?
No, I have one more gig in Johannesburg tonight. I'm playing at Marks Park at Andy McGibbon's Acoustic Songwriters Forum. It's just a small acoustic show. And then, as of next week Friday, I'll no longer be in the country. I'll be moving to London, sort of permanently for now. But I still have some South African shows in the pipeline for later on in the year. So I'd say watch the space. I might be back in South Africa sooner than people think.
Let us know if you
Absolutely.
will be back so we can let everyone else know.
Cool. I'll definitely do that.
Man. Nice.
Oh wait, and back onto a rock and roll note. What
Yes.
is your most dirtiest, craziest event you've ever been to? That you played at or...
Okay. I went to Download Festival. I think it was in 2010 in the UK, and that was just crazy. Those English people certainly know how to rock it up.
Any
And,
groupie experiences?
well, not quite. Not that I allowed
Okay.
any. I mean, there were attempts for sure, but yeah, no, that was a crazy festival, and Rage Against the Machine actually headlined the Saturday night, and it was one of the best nights of my life. It was amazing. But yeah, I also had a cup of urine thrown at my face at that festival, so it wasn't the best. And I was by myself, so I had no one to back me up. But it was an awesome festival, and I must say, I think Oppie Koppie definitely rivals some of the international festivals. I love Oppie Koppie.
Oh wait, is
Yeah.
that one of the festivals that you would actually look into playing in your future?
Absolutely, yeah, I'd absolutely love to play at Oppie Koppie. Obviously, this year it might be a bit difficult being in the UK, but if there's one thing I would come back to South Africa for, it would definitely be to play at Oppie Koppie. That's like a childhood dream. I think every South African musician has that on their bucket list, you know. So yeah.
Tell me, are you going into the UK with a plan, or you just kind of need a game changer and a change of scenery? And because I mean, your music is really good, man. I mean, the production level
Thanks,
of the Blackout EP is, we've always said amongst ourselves, is flipping amazing, man. It's
Awesome.
really, you know, like you'd be hard pressed to find that, you know, locally here.
Cool.
So it is always, you know, a good help to be over there, because you
For
know,
sure.
as we all know, you're a great guitarist, like you say, first and foremost. Well, you really are. I mean,
Thanks, man.
we were introduced to you by Vincent.
Yes.
and then.
And also via Giacomo.
Giacomo,
Yes,
yeah.
I know.
So, and you know, if he says you're a good guitarist, well then, you know,
Yeah.
I just listen to whatever he says.
Yeah,
you
sure, man. He's a fantastic little
know?
talent.
Yeah, he is
Cool.
great. But anyways,
Yeah, I do have some sort of plan, but it's one of those situations where you kind of just hope the plan unfolds, you know, and
Okay,
actually happens. When I get there, I've got a band over in the UK, and I have a band here in South Africa. I'm really fortunate in that sense. I made some really cool contacts and friends when I was over there. So when I go over there, I've got a band and stuff pretty much ready to go. So we'll be getting straight into rehearsals and straight into the gigs.
Okay,
and
cool.
we'll see where we go from there.
Alright,
I'm a bit hesitant about approaching record labels and things, so I've kind of been taking the indie route.
I mean, look, I've always said it's like you 50-50, you know, either it's really going to work out for you when you're going to like a bigger label,
For sure.
or it's just going to ruin your shit, man.
No, absolutely. You know, the problem is that generally the record labels are the gatekeepers, and I think a lot of people sort of view them as that. You know, if you want,
But you can do it yourself.
But you can do it yourself. You
Yeah.
can definitely
Yeah.
do it yourself. So that's kind of it's harder and it's longer, but it'll be worth it in the end. So
Sure.
Definitely.
And you get to control your direction again.
Absolutely.
As well, you know, for me, that's an all time. You know, everyone wants to make it big in the first place, but then you know when it comes down to it, they don't want to change it because you have to. You know, I
That's
mean,
so true.
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. And that's for myself. I'm also extremely precious about my artistic integrity, if you will.
Okay.
And I think that stems from. This might sound funny, but I don't really consider myself like an artist in that sense, you know, like sort of the creative type. I'm not really the creative type in my personality, but when it comes to music, I try and hold that dear, if that makes sense.
All right,
So,
sure, yeah, no, of course it does, man.
Yeah.
Oh wait, well we're keen to have you on the sofa for a
Cool.
jam.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
Your dirty joke. We all love dirty jokes. Craig's got some bathroom jokes of his own.
Oh, that's okay. I got to give this one some thought. Okay, we'll have to come back to that one. I think I'll say it just before we jam. I think I need to give it some thought. Also, I don't want to.
Offend
Scare the
anyone.
fans
Yeah, I
away.
definitely don't want to offend anyone. So I think I'll have to Google one in the break.
Oh, wait.
Google the joke, eh? That's not funny.
Wow. Wow, the times we live in.
Look at us.